Good morning, YouTube family. Good evening and good afternoon, wherever you might be. Welcome to Escape from Crazytown. This is today's recap of today's live stream, which is called The New Supply Loses Everything for the Narcissist. Now, I'm not sure if my live stream is gone because I'm having trouble with the internet. We will see what happens. Looks like I can't find it anymore, but hopefully I find it. The new supply loses everything for the narcissist. The reason I want to talk about that is so that we recognize how not to do the same thing next time. What happens when a new supply gets together with the narcissist is they are willing to leave everything behind. They're willing to leave their kids, they're willing to leave their job, they're willing to leave their families. They're even willing to move to another state with a total stranger, someone they've only met a week, 2 weeks before. They don't care. They just want to run off with the narcissist. And today I talked about two crime stories I had watched in the past. There's so many just like these where the new supply is a ride and die gal or guy, right? They think they're going to give their life to the narcissist, and they think this is true love. They think that their sacrifice is the ultimate way to show the narcissist how much they love them. And the problem here is that the narcissist doesn't care. The narcissist will take everything from the new supply and not wink, not miss a beat. For instance, in the crime stories I covered today, the new supply, one of them, she had a lovely, wonderful, amazing guy that loved her. They lived together. He loved her kids loved her, but she got mixed up with the next door neighbor who moves in, and he's a total criminal jerk, right? But he's a flash in the pan. He's so exciting. He's so amazing. He's romantic in that he's, well, lustful towards her. So she finds that romantic and exciting and totally falls for him, dumps her boyfriend, tells him to get out of the picture. Now the kids are left with this horrible jerk who's moved next door that takes all of the mother's attention away from the kids, doesn't care for the kids at all. The kids hate him, and he gets her involved in his criminal activities. And in doing that, she gets caught, of course, committing a crime with him, and she goes to jail. They both go to jail, but she goes to jail. And it's not until then that she realizes what she had. It's not until then that she realizes she had it really good. She had a really good guy who loved her and took care of her and helped her with her kids and was kind and attentive to her. But to her, that was boring. So she wanted, I mean, she was okay and content until something extra exciting moved next door, right? The new narcissist. He moves in next door, and he presents to her this future that makes her think like life is going to be so much more exciting if I stay with him, if I go and leave everything for him. And she does. And the bottom line is the narcissist did not even care about her, about getting her in trouble, about getting her in jail. This is how much the narcissist cares. They just want the new supply to help them with their criminal activity or with anything at all in their life, not worrying at all how she is cutting her ties with the people who love her, not caring at all that she is damaging her relationship with her children. And this happens both ways with men and women, by the way, narcissists, that is. Another narcissist story that I covered has to do with a doctor who had a thriving practice, who was well respected in the community, and she falls in with a narcissist, of course, right? He moves in and spends her money, and they have a wonderful, amazing, torrid love affair, right? But he talks her into hiring a hitman to get rid of her ex-husband. Then he also wants to use this hitman to get rid of his ex-girlfriend who is about to testify against him in court. He is totally using the doctor, the woman, and She doesn't see it though. She just thinks that they're in this, again, torrid love affair where everything is so exciting. Everything seems like it's more alive, more colorful in her life. And she falls for everything, even the criminal stuff. This is where the new supply will leave all of their senses of right and wrong and do whatever the narcissist suggests to them. Because by this time, the new supply is willing to accept that good is evil and evil is good. This is what when the narcissist has all control over the new supply. And the new supply is willing to put their reputation, their practice, their children, their family, their reputation behind. They just don't care. They just want to do what the narcissist wants them to do. And they believe the narcissist. They believe all the fake future rants and dreams that the narcissist paints for the new supply. And they actually think that the fantasy is reality. And they lose all sense of true reality. And they're willing to follow the narcissist, leaving all of their life behind. Well, they do this because they're either desperate and need to be saved from their situation. Although two of these situations I just described for you had nothing to do with being saved, they didn't even know they were missing anything until the narcissist entered their life. And that's when they realized there was something they wanted, this excitement, right? This attention, this dreaming that the narcissist does. They wanted that in their life. They didn't even know they missed it until the narcissist introduced it into their life. They're also drawn to the narcissist because they may have been alone. They may have, like the doctor, she was divorced and she was alone. And so when the narcissist came into her life, he fulfilled this, he sat in this empty seat, essentially, right? They also feel like no one understands them the way the narcissist understands them. Because the way the narcissist talks to them, it sounds as if, or it seems as if the narcissist is hanging on every word they say. And they feel so appreciated and so heard and so seen that they don't want to lose this. They're willing to do whatever it takes then to keep the narcissist happy. And this is what they do. They'll even fall into crime with the narcissist in order to keep the narcissist. They're not even attached to reality enough to realize that what they're doing is wrong. So they don't even understand that they're losing a lot of what they already built up. They don't even recognize that they're losing that they even have something to lose, right? They forget. They are not even grateful for the things they've already had before the narcissist came into their life. Because the narcissist makes it seem like the grass is so much greener on the other side that if they stay where they are, they're going to be missing out. This is why it's really important for you to know when you are looking over there or you happen to see or hear that the new supply is so happy with the narcissist. They are actually in this phase of the relationship where they're starting to lose their senses. Just like we did when we were with the narcissist. Completely lost sight of reality until one day we woke up and were discarded or abused and we had to escape. And that's when we realized we have to cut everything off and run. The new supply will end up in the exact same place. It just doesn't end with the narcissist. Well, you guys, I just wanted to share that with you because I don't want you to fall back into the same trap again. It is a lure. It is the worm at the end of the hook that the narcissist has that lures you away from a life that actually is really good already. And all you need to do is add to that life what you didn't know was missing. Now, this is where you can learn from your experience with the narcissist. Don't let a bad experience go to waste. Use it to learn from. So the stuff that the narcissist brought into your life that you were attracted to, maybe it was the excitement, maybe it was the physical part, maybe it was the deep conversations, whatever it might have been, maybe it was stability, right? Whatever it might have been, start building that into your life. Start having deeper conversations with people. Start building relationships with the deeper relationships with the people who are already in your life and who care about you. Take it to the next level. Let people know what you need and also give back to them. Ask them what they need from you. Develop a two-way relationship, which is something you could not do with the narcissist, but you desired, right? They woke something up in you, and now you have desires in your life. Use that knowledge now to incorporate those things in a healthy way in your life with healthy people. You do not want to fall for another narcissist that comes along and promises you a fantasy which is never achievable, and yet it will rob you of everything. Don't let that happen again. Well, you guys, that was my happy crappy hour for today, and hopefully it will be uploading soon. Hopefully it hasn't been deleted. Something is going on with the internet around my town, and we're unable to connect on our computers to actually do the work we need to do. So I'm glad you were here on the recap and that you got the information. Most of it anyway. There, I go into far more detail in the live stream, so if you want to look that up, that would be great. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and watch a commercial once in a while. Even if you just watch 30 seconds of a long commercial, that is what will count towards my channel. So I appreciate you guys. God bless you, and I will talk to you next week.